You should hear what keeps him up at night.
This is what keeps me up at night. I don't understand how my fellow Americans, I don't even understand how this election is close. And yes, I'm voting for you, but I would also vote for that wall over there.
Well, he's half right. We do need a wall. You know, to keep out gang members, fentanyl dealers, human traffickers, and Anna Navarro. What's funny, though, is that Stern actually thought that was a compliment. Stern has become such a wussified sycophant, he doesn't realize that telling Kamala that he'd vote for a wall is telling her that he knows she's as dumb as one.
Howard Stern built his legacy by being loud, outrageous, and unapologetically offensive, a one-man wrecking crew, smashing through societal norms for decades. Controversy wasn't a byproduct, it was the brand. But then something unexpected happened. Greg Gutfeld, cable news's reigning king of sarcasm, took a live shot at him. Stern didn't respond. No sharp retort, no signature snark, just silence. And Gutfeld didn't hold back. He didn't just crack a joke. He accused Stern of becoming the very thing he used to ridicule.
But that's how Stern can call snacking with celebs at a fancy restaurant exhausting. Exhausting. Like he finished the overnight shift in a coal mine. Or hearing Kat talk about her pets.
Fair.
But I get it, life is tough, especially when you've been cut off from the world for 2 years in a $20 million beach house. I mean, you have no idea how tiring it is walking all the way from the wine cellar to the tennis court and back.
Most TV moments come and go. This one didn't. It hit like thunder in a silent room. When Gutfeld took aim at Stern, it wasn't just a jab. It was a moment loaded with meaning. One era of rebellion collided with the next. The original shock jock faced off against the new media provocatand. Only one still knew how to bite.
But it is incredibly brave to take this stance after you've made $300, $400 million not being woke, right? Loving Donald Trump, exploiting the mentally ill, wearing blackface. Look at the crop of woke comics, whether it's Stern or Jimmy Kimmel, his BFF, Sarah Silverman, Joy Behar, Michael Ian Black. What do they all have in common? They wore blackface. And then they went woke. It's not a chicken or egg thing there. You know what order it came. So I call this BFR. It's blackface reparations. There's nothing in Stern's previous career that could withstand this modern witch hunt that he now embraces. So this is a form of restitution. Maybe he says, you know, if I'm woke too, the crocodile will eat me last, but they always do eat. But I get it. He flipped from populist to elitist because now he's with.
Before we get into it, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss a beat. Now let's rewind. Howard Stern built an empire by torching the rulebook. He was raw, untouchable, always walking the razor's edge. People either despised him or were obsessed. But over time, that edge dulled. Stern polished up, suited up, and started cozying up to the very Alisters he once tore to shreds.
I will say this, Dagan. I thank God for Howard Stern because he does make me feel normal by comparison. Because I'm like the fox recluse. I don't do anything. I don't go anywhere. But he makes me look like, you know, Pete Davidson on a...
Yeah, he's a germaphobe. Like, his wife rescues cats. That's her job, apparently, her thing. But you can get toxoplasmosis.
That's true.
Cryptosporidiosis.
AIDS!
And
no, you can't, but...
You can't get... But you can get...
I mean, what are the chances I get that again?
Like a lot of diarrhea.
That's where Gutfeld pounced armed with his trademark smirk and razor-sharp sarcasm. He didn't just name-drop Stern. He dissected him, cool and calculated. Gutfeld called out the elephant in the room. The rebel who once mocked the elites is now whining and dining with them.
On his radio show, Howard Stern defended wokeism, saying it's a compliment when someone calls him woke. Listen.
If woke means I can't get behind Trump, which is what I think it means, or that I support people who want to be transgender, or I'm for the vaccine.
This wasn't some offhand jab. Gutfeld leaned in. He framed Stern as the ultimate cautionary tale. The rebel who swapped outrage for acceptance, edge for access. And the most brutal part, he didn't raise his voice. He didn't have to. The calm, measured tone made the hit land harder. He held up a mirror, and what stared back wasn't fearless. It was familiar, polished, and painfully tame.
But Stern being holed up in his house that long, it explains a lot of things. Like how you forget how other people live, especially in hard times like a pandemic. For the longest time, 2 years in fact, the same time Stern's been AWOL, I wondered where he went. Not physically, but mentally. I bet you did too. Remember his screeds about COVID? They were epic and angry, and not to mention wrong.
When are we going to stop putting up with the idiots in this country and just say, it's mandatory to get vaccinated. F them, their freedom, I want them.
And Stern. Nothing. No comeback, no jab, no fight. Just stunned silence. From a man who built his career tearing phonies to pieces, the quiet was deafening. In the end, it said more than any rant ever could. Back in the day, Stern courted fines, bans, and boycotts. That's what made him legendary. Gutfeld, however, plays by different rules. The battlefield of cancel culture. He's mastered dodging outrage and striking back with sharp satire. This wasn't just a clash between two personalities, it was a passing of the generational torch. And in that moment, the torch was ripped right out of Stern's hands.
Even when I watch them on Saturday Night Live with the where they have Maya Rudolph playing you, I hate it. I don't want you being made fun of.
Oh my God.
There's too much at stake. I believe the entire future of this country right now, as America, land of the free, home of the brave, I think it's literally on the line.
So a guy who's supposed to be funny for a living now claims her candidacy is too important to joke about. This is a guy who once joked right after the Columbine massacre that the killers should have raped the students before killing them. Not that I like that, Stern, but this pendulum swing from saying the most tasteless thing in the universe to putting your balls in a Tic Tac container. You gotta wonder what's going on here. It's striking that the king of the most misogynistic humor ever now turns into a breathless over a progressive, hopelessly shallow candidate.
Here's what cut the deepest. Gutfeld praised the old Stern, the one who would have set fire to the Stern of today. And he wasn't wrong. The Stern, who once ridiculed red carpets, now strikes a pose on them. The Stern, who mocked wealth, now schmoozes in mansions. Gutfeld didn't just call him soft. He revealed just how soft he's become. And the internet, it exploded. It raises a bigger question. Can anyone stay a rebel forever? Gutfeld's issue wasn't that Stern evolved. It was how he changed. It didn't come across as growth. It felt like surrender.